Here at Arts for Learning, we believe that every child deserves the right to an arts education. Writer and artist William Morris once said, "I do not want art for a few, any more than I want education for a few, or freedom for a few." Through you, our teaching artists, we are able to reach many children in the Indianapolis area and give them the opportunity to experience the arts. You are able to shape the lives of these children who wouldn't otherwise have an opportunity to experience the arts. Every time that I visit a site, I am moved by the way that you choose to share your talents with all these children. Each of you are an amazing artist in your own right, and the fact that you choose to share this with children is truly amazing. However, the name tag that each of you wears to these sites reads Arts for Learning Teaching Artist. And today I am here to talk to you about the teaching side of that name tag. I know that you are all frustrated with the changes that have recently been made to the evaluations and lesson plans that we have you each fill out. To many of you, it seems as though it is more work for something that will simply be filed away and never seen again. However, I am here to tell you that that is most certainly not the case. The information that we gather from each of you is used to further the education of the children and better the organization as a whole. These evaluations may seem tedious to many of you. It could be that you have already talked about many of the things that you are filling out, and it seems redundant to write them all down again. However, say that we have just partnered with a brand new organization with a very similar structure to one that you have previously worked at. We didn't have an evaluation from this, and we knew that there had been a couple hiccups along the road, but we figured that because you are so familiar with the environment, you would be the perfect candidate for our first residency there. However, what we didn't know was that there had been issues all across the board at this organization, and it would not be beneficial for you or for the site for you to be the teaching artist there. If we had had an evaluation, we would have known that this was the case and put a different teaching artist there who had worked in similar environments as well, but with much more success. This would have created less stress for you and a better environment for the children we are serving. Many of you feel that the lesson plans you all fill out are a waste of time because they change so often. However, at Arts for Learning, we still use the originals to all of these lesson plans. The main goal of the lesson plans is to inform the sites of what will be going on before the teaching artist arrives. Even sites that we have partnered with before may have changes that we at Arts for Learning don't know about, that they need to switch around the lesson plans just a little bit to better the overall workshop, residency, or performance. Another way that we use lesson plans is to work with the sites to see what worked and what didn't. Without the original plans, we either have to assume that everything worked or that nothing worked. With these plans, we have an example of what was used and what had to be thrown out because it didn't work as well. With this, we can better serve the environment of the sites and the children that are there. We will know if a site doesn't like certain activities and won't place a teaching artist there who works in that certain style. Without these lesson plans, we won't know what worked and what didn't, and won't be able to work with the children at the site and the site coordinators to a great extent as we will be able to otherwise. I would like to tell you all a story. Over the summer at our SAVE program, we had some lesson plans that were in late and even then turned in incomplete. Because of this, the children at this site were told that they were doing a different set of activities than what actually happened. Because of this, these children were less involved than they would have been otherwise. It got to the point where they even had to pull the children out of class early to work with the teaching artist to see what could be done to have the children be more involved. Now, if these lesson plans had been in on time, they could have been reviewed and the correct information could have gone out. If the site coordinator thought that something wouldn't work, it could have been changed and a different activity could have been put in its place. These children only have a short period of time to work in the arts, and making each moment that they have a precious moment. This precious time was taken away from them when they did nothing wrong. They were simply given the wrong information because of late lesson plans. I know that many of you are frustrated with the time, effort, and inconvenience that these lesson plans and evaluations provide. It is an understandable reaction to something so new and so extensive. I do hope that you understand how important both of these things are to our organization. Without these documents, we cannot serve the children of Indiana to the greatest extent. I leave you with these pictures. These are the children you are serving. Without you, children just like these are not getting all that they deserve. Thank you.